Man's world. I don't remember when we switched, but at one point my brother moved in with Dad. Then we decided it would be better the other way around, so he went back to my mother and I went to Dad's. I immediately set about covering up the Dayglow murals he had a friend paint on his walls. The perspectives were all wrong, and Jimi Hendrix had a tiny head and giant legs. 2 days into it, Dad was passed out on the living room floor, James Brown's little head on the 45 going around and around as It's a Man's World played on repeat. After about 20 listens, even I got sick of it. I tiptoed over to the stereo. Don't touch it! I jumped. Thought I was asleep, didn't you? I crept back out. A few weeks later, at about 2 in the morning, I was treated to an impromptu concert of a drunken Dad and Pam with my guitar, jumping around the living room yelling, "Hey, hey, we're the Monkees!" I went back to my room after telling them to shut the fuck up. Hey, what kind of daughter do I have telling me to fuck myself? Hey, is that you, Curtis? Turn it off. Dad was standing over my bed. This was a first. He had never disciplined me in my life. He must be smashed. Where do you think I learned it from? Huh. He turned around and stumbled out. I heard Pam in the kitchen. It was obviously her idea. Bitch. That Christmas, Dad presented us with matching butterscotch leather jackets. Pam loved hers. I loathed mine. They were so completely her style and so not mine. Why on earth would I want a butterscotch leather jacket? Why would he buy it for me? Then I realized, of course he didn't. He stole it. Or rather, somebody else stole it. That's why we had them. Sometimes he'd give me gifts with the price tag still on them. Aren't you going to wear that coat I gave you? He asked after a few weeks. Reluctantly, I put it on. I was sitting in class when Jill, an older girl, finally walked up to me. "Where did you get that jacket?" she demanded. "Santa Claus," I said, not bothering to hide the sarcasm. "Why?" "Because I work in a store downtown, and right before Christmas, someone smashed the front window and stole 2 jackets like that off the dummies in the window." Fuck. I just turned around and walked away.